Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making a fun fold. I think it's called a pop front card, but we're going to be using the Gathering Together designer series paper. This is a specialty paper. It has champagne foiling in it. We're also going to be using the Amber Autumn stamp set along with the branching out dies. Okay, so before we get started on our project, of course we have to go over some buzzworthy business of the day. I have our Fall for 12 paper pumpkin kit that's going to make 9 cards. Cajun Craze is the stamping spot. This kit is going to coordinate with the Autumn Toile suite in the mini catalog. Circle of the Seasons add-on dies available for $12. These dies do coordinate with July, August, and September paper pumpkin kits, and I do have a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin if you haven't already done so. Next, we have our Stampin' Rewards program where you earn 10% on all orders $20 or more, excluding tax and shipping. Redeem rewards on future orders, track and save rewards in your online Stampin' Up account, and rewards expire after 12 months of the earning date. Lastly, we have our mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate USPS boxes that I have stuffed full of new and used retired Stampin' Up products. I'm asking just $35 for each box. Shipping is included. If you're interested, please email me at stampwithshana@gmail.com. And that is all of our buzzworthy business of the day. So let's get started on our project. First thing we're going to do is some stamping because I want my Memento ink to dry because we're going to be doing some coloring with the blends. So I have an image here of the acorns and leaves, and we're going to stamp that down, okay? And while we are stamping, I'm going to stamp a sentiment. I have this piece of basic white. I have the branching out dies frame on here. This is the third from the center, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment while that's on there so I know I won't put it too far to the left or the right. And then I don't get a sometimes I stamp and then I won't have enough room to put my die. So that's just there as a guide for right now, and if I need to straighten it up, I'll take it off and straighten it up. But we're gonna stamp this like right here at the bottom. I'm trying to see which one is straight. I should have practiced this on a scrap. Man, I can't wait for my new Cajun Craze to come in. And see, I don't think that's straight. That's why I want to stamp it, and then I will adjust my die accordingly. I think that'll be just like that. Okay, so since we already have that, let's go ahead and die cut this out. Get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Get our plates on here. Run this through. Okay, and hopefully this is straight, and it's pretty straight. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start decorating. So we have a card base here. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and I have scored it at 2 1/8, and then 5 1/4. Flipped it around, scored it at 2 1/8, and 5 1/4. Okay, so this is gonna be our pop front card because the front kind of pops out. So I have some designer series paper to decorate the front of the card, and I have 2 pieces that are 2 by 5 3/8, and then 2 pieces that are 1 by 5 3/8, and then 1 piece that is 1 7/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, so let's get these put on to our card. So the one that is 1 7/8 by 5 3/8, that is for the front middle. So this one is going to go on this right here. So its measurement is a little smaller than the other 2. Those are going to go right there. So let's go ahead and get those glued on. Okay, and these are going to go in the smaller areas. The narrow. This is a very simple card, but it's really cute because it's a fun fold and it still uses just a half sheet of cardstock. So that's good. Make sure everything is pushed down. Okay, so now for the back of this, we have the same measurements for everything. Okay, so all these are the same measurements as the front. So you're gonna need 2 sets if you want to decorate the back. You do not have to decorate the back of your card if you don't want to. But I want to. So I'm gonna fast forward through this part because you don't need to watch me in real time glue everything down. Okay, so I have everything glued down. Now, you notice this is not designer series paper. This is white, but it's still the same size as the designer series paper that's on the front, okay? So we're gonna set this to the side so we can do some coloring with our blend. So let me get a piece of scrap paper here. And we're gonna take some Granny Apple Green, light and dark for our leaves. Let me see. I think I wanna do the dark first on these little. Just gonna do a little coloring where they have some dark splotches. That's where we're gonna put our dark. And we'll add the light green. Okay, then I have one of the natural tones, number 200, which is deep. It just says deep. So we're gonna do our stem. The little branch that's holding everything. And that. And then we're gonna have pecan pie, light and dark for the acorn. Well, I think I might use that 200 again. I'm gonna see. No, I think I like it just like this. Just with the dark pecan. Okay, so we got that. Now let's go over it with our light to blend this all in. Okay, and then I would cut this out with my scissors because I do not have the dies, but I've already done that, so you don't have to wait. And we're gonna attach this to our sentiment label here. And I wanna pop that up. Where are my dimensionals? So let's put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this. Oh, the dimensionals, they wanna come out. They wanna pull off the paper seat like that one. The backing is not coming off correctly. That happens sometimes, but they're still usable. Just takes a little more effort to get them onto your project, that's all. Okay, so now let's release the backing of all of these. And we're gonna pop this up. I think I like it like that. Okay, and then we're gonna take this we're gonna put this on here like this. And I'm trying to debate. I don't think I want to pop this up. I think I'm going to use some tearing tape. Just because when I do a fun fold, anything that's going to be up front, I want it to be very secure. Because I don't want this to get pulled off by mistake. And I'm just putting the tearing tape in the middle because I want to make sure I don't go over the edges with our adhesive, because then our card won't open properly. So we're just gonna pop this on. Hopefully that's centered correctly, because that's down. The last thing we have to do is add some bling, and I have the Cajun Craze and gold dots here. That is a part of the Gathering Together suite, which is an online exclusive, but the stamp set I use is in the new mini. So where's my take your pick tool? We're gonna add a couple of these onto our front here. Flatten that out so I can get that on good. Let me see. I think I'll put one there and put one of these. That's my granddaughter. She's looking for me because she can hear me and she just woke up. She hears me talking. Okay, you guys, that's the card done. Isn't that cute though? Pop out. I like that. Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.